Hey, what's up everyone? All right, it's been a while. As you can see, I have my kayak out. That only means I'm probably gonna end up taking it out soon. We will see. So since the last outing when I was struggling to kayak below that dam, after came back, I was moving my kayak around and I noticed that there was like at least, I want to say, maybe half a gallon of water inside the hull. So that means there was a leak somewhere. After flipping it over first time, I did find the leak. It's I believe it's either in the front or in the back. It's been like a week since I checked it out. So I'm gonna be doing a repair for you guys. That way I could take it out, and hopefully very soon from now. All right, so clearly this is dented. I'm hoping I could kind of work around it. If I have to, I'm gonna build something over it and patch it up that way. Otherwise, I'm just gonna correct the seal. As you guys can see, this is how this is the back end. That's how that looks like. The front looks pretty decent. It doesn't look too horrible. I'm assuming that's because I'm lifting from the front and dragging from behind. So that's why this looks like that too. Because when I'm pulling it off, that's the first to dig into the ground. So, yep. Further on, let's see what I can do with it. Okay, so how am I gonna patch this up? Okay, so this is gonna be a little trial and error that I saw on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna be cleaning it off, getting all the sand and stuff, grit off as much as I can with this wire brush, and then from there I'll just wipe it off with some water and with this cloth. And then as for what am I gonna be using, I bought some plastic weld rods. This is what I'm gonna be using to like kind of, I guess, melt new plastic onto the hole. I got this from Harbor Freight. This is what I'm going to try to use. I know that they say that you can use plastic containers, like for example the ones from your laundry detergent, but then I figured why not just use this color. I could do a little blending like with the gray and stuff to try to match as much as I can. I really don't care as much because it's on the underside. As for the welding tool, I bought a plastic welding kit. We'll see how it works, how it does. Plan is probably take some of that meshing that comes with it. If I really wanted to, I could probably build this up. I don't know what my approach is for it so far is. I think I'm gonna try to at least patch up this the hole first, and if I wanna, I think I'm gonna try to push this out if I could. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but then if I could do it, I'm gonna try to push this out. If I can't, then I am just gonna maybe build on it to just kind of bring it back out. Otherwise, it's gonna continue to, whenever I drag it, it's gonna continue to rub on these two narrower edge, and it's gonna just cause another hole. So we'll just go from there. So after looking at this indentation, I checked it out from the backside, and I do have this drain port. So the plan is I'm gonna go over to my parents. I don't have anything here because I'm at my apartment, so I'm gonna go over to my parents, try to see if I can find a rod, a stiffer rod that won't bend on me, and I'm probably gonna enter from that end, and I'm gonna try to push this indentation back out, and from there I'm probably gonna still put on the meshing so you guys can see that it comes with the kit. I'm gonna build up the meshing, heat it up so that it actually kind of sinks into the hole, and from there I'm just gonna start building the plastic on top of it and just building some bulk. Since I know this has happened already, I'm gonna make it extra thick. That way the next time it rubs, it won't actually go all the way through, and hopefully it keeps the water out. Okay, let's do a little unboxing for you guys, see what this kit is all about. Oh, there's that. The struggle. Alright, very simple. So clearly it's got the tool, the melting tool. There it is. The melting tool. Set that down right there. It's got a wire brush, which is good. I know that this brush is used to clean off the spent burnt plastic that's on the tool itself, so that'll be good. It actually comes with a few sheets of welding material. It's black, but we'll see if I end up using that. And this is what I was really after. This guy right here. This is going to be the meshing that I'm going to be cutting, and I'm going to be patching on that hole, the holes, okay? But again, I'm going to start off by kind of reshaping that hull, remelting it, getting it like nice and smooth in a way, and then I'm going to lay this on top and then try melting this into that plastic too. And then from there I'm going to use these piping these weld rods, and then I'm gonna start melting these onto that hole too. Okay. Okay, guys. So the plan is, most of the damage is done right from like right here. So I'm gonna go roughly about like an inch above that and an inch behind. So I'm probably end up again going like an inch from the initial hole right there too. So probably like that much I'm gonna be taking off. So this is thin enough meshing that I can actually get this with the scissors. Otherwise I would be using like a wire cutter. So let's see. There we are. Just like that. Yes, I am going to be welding as much plastic as I can. I should have enough plastic. It's going to look like a huge patch job, but you got to do what you got to do to make it look nice, right? So it's going to be, again, very tightly wrapped around there, building that whole entire hole, okay? And hopefully that will hold it. I'm going to start down here, and we'll see if this works. Heat up the wiring, see if it actually starts to bite. And it is. It's actually, so what I'm doing is I'm heating up the wiring, and it's biting into the plastic. This is only a temporary hold. Yeah. So it's working. It's that it's gonna take a little while. So I'm gonna do that mainly, work my way up, doing this, and then on top of this, where I just actually heated up, I'm gonna put the plastic that I bought, the piping, the rods. Okay, update. So this piece broke off the tip right there. So what I'm doing now is throwing that piece away, obviously, and I'm actually directly plastic welding it using the tip. I've already done most of it already. I don't know if you guys can see. You gotta, like, if you could, you can't really tell, but the plastic's actually coming out of the meshing now, so that's actually good. That means it's sunken in. I have it all patched up all the way around. This stuff I'm just gonna smooth out in a little bit, see how hot it is. Like, I could just roll it probably, but I'm satisfied for where it's at right now. Now I'm just like spot melting it to get the mesh down there better. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm heating up the plastic, and then because it's so hot, the meshing wants to come back up because the plastic's not hasn't hardened yet. So I'm following it behind with a flathead screwdriver. So I'm slowly doing it, going through, passing through. Let's try to get this. Now I'm just working that hole. I want at least that plastic to pop out of the meshing right above the hole. So I'm slowly going by. This flathead is actually a little cooler, so it's helping the plastic kind of cool down enough so that it holds in place. So I'm just gonna go over again with pressure. So I really want that the plastic on the outside of the hole, the outer ring of the hole, to come out. That way, when I put the rods on directly, it will actually have something to bind plastic to plastic versus plastic to just meshing. Let's switch to what they have. This plastic that I bought initially, I think it's actually melting too quick, and to a point where it's actually burning. So I'm gonna start here. Let's get this heated up. Like that. Let it cool down a little bit. Oh yeah, it's coming out really good now. It's like gum in a way. It's stretching, which is good. So I'm just going back and forth on it now. Technique I just found out. Going back and forth, like pre-melting the plastic onto this guy. Pre-melting it. So I pretty much have the hole covered now. So now I'm just gonna slowly work all the way around. And then it's not the prettiest of color, but hey, it's working, right? Okay guys, update. I pretty much have it done. I'm just gonna show you a quick patch, a quick hack, I guess, for this. So what I'm doing is I'm using like the long side and the strip that comes with it. I'm heating it like completely, the whole entire stick that came with, and then it breaks off. So what happens is it becomes like a tar substance, okay? So like the whole rod is melted, and this is the best time to actually shape it. So earlier I was trying to melt and go like a typical weld, but that took forever. Like when it hardens, and it's hard to bring it back up to heat, to temp, so it becomes like pasty again. So what I'm doing is I'm going by strip by strip. As you can see, that was a quick, got it done really quick right there. Alright, update. I just finished putting on a third layer. I'm satisfied with how it is already. I think it should be good. I might do some sanding around if I feel like it. But as you can see, the hole is right here. It's rock solid. There's a piece of mesh under there, you can't even tell. That's how good of a job I did, right? But does not look pretty, but you know what? If it holds, I am more than satisfied. Okay guys, that will be all for today. Like I said, this took me probably 2 hours to complete. It took way longer than I anticipated, but you know what? 2 hours doing it now is better than 2 hours not fishing and having to deal with it out there. So it works, and I will update you guys when I take it out to see whether or not it actually held up. Till then, peace out.